What if, right, one of your coworkers just seems extremely unapproachable? Like the air around them seems impregnable to be able to go up and talk to them. So you, being the goody two-shoes you are, try your best to help her become more social and have a more accepting aura. But after you both walk around town for a bit, you start realizing that she's not really this gloomy shell of a human, just antisocial. Well, do I have a sauce for you then? Let's talk 371555. Called Slipping Mask. It's from the artist Fushoku. Doesn't really have a lot of tags, but let's get right into it. The story starts out at a cafe with someone handing something to the main guy, Okigami. He takes this something and walks into the other room, calling out to the girl there, Himuro, who looks a little gloomy. Okigami tells her that some co-workers brought back gifts from their trip and to pick something that suits her fancy. She tells him that she'll look at it later since she's busy at the moment and to just leave it there. He goes back into the other room where the other girl is apologizing for making him do that. He said it's fine, but why did he have to ask her? She goes on saying that it's just that Himuro has a weird, impregnable aura about her, and she seems fussy. And since the two of them worked together, she thought they were on good terms. He says that they do get into some small talk here and there, but he wouldn't really say they're on good terms. Though this girl starts to get all coy, saying that she happened to overhear that they arranged an evening meetup, and that may very well be a secret relationship, but he wishes that was the case. He cuts to the two at dinner or some restaurant, sitting across from each other at the table. He tries to get straight to the point, asking what this was all for, but she says to eat up since it can wait. He digs in and she starts talking to him about how he can get along with everyone. He thinks it's really nothing to fuss over, and it's normal to be that way. She wants to do the same though, but thinks it's a bridge she can't cross or she's too cold to do so. She doesn't keep with the trends and can't talk to other girls, but that's why she's taking conversation lessons. This excites him, asking who's teaching her. But when she points at him, he seems a little less excited. He says that she can't learn how to talk to people just from him explaining, so she suggests they go for a stroll and get practice. They have the rest of the day off, so why not? And they go for a stroll, and he's completely beat and doesn't know what to say. But to ease the tension, he asks what she does on her days off. She thinks about it for a minute before responding with not really an answer. She then apologizes, saying she's supposed to elaborate on it, but instead goes on saying that she gets nervous when she has to give a serious answer and then overthinks things. He's just completely gone at this point, but says to ease into it little by little. They go into an arcade and she walks around a bit reminiscing while he goes to get drinks. She stops at this game where there's this little keychain thing, but suppresses her want for it. He comes back though and sees her, asking if she wants that. She plays it off saying she doesn't care, which of course he's skeptical. So he gets the prize and hands it to her, saying it's hers. She says thank you, and he blushes, saying that she'll be fine just the way she is. She doesn't need to worry about how to talk to people or dressing up because she's pretty alright as is, though he sounds pretty patronizing and apologizes. She then says that she thought he was a shallow guy, and he says he thought she was a gloomy spoilsport, so everything works out in the end. She smiles and says I guess, and they spend some more time in the arcade before cutting to them about to end the night and go their separate ways. But she says wait, grabbing his arm and asks to stay together for a little longer. And yeah. They finish up and it cuts to the cafe again, where Okigami is just walking in, though he sees that it's pretty busy and asks that one coworker from before what happened. She tells him that it seems Himuro is quite the social butterfly, if he knew that. But he looks and smiles at her, and the doujin ends with her smiling back, holding up a peace sign. Overall, I rate this an 8.5 out of 10. The doujin was really good, don't get me wrong, as well as the art style. The one thing that dragged the score down incredibly is the translation. In this video, I translated it to modern English, but in this actual doujin, it seems to be written in Old English. But besides that, it's pretty good, and I recommend you check it out for yourselves as always. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hatsune Miku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.